What up? So, what is going on YouTube? This is Sam from Team Samurai X1 here, and today I am coming at you guys, you in the red shirt. If you're wearing a red shirt, give me a high five right now. Just do it. There you go. Give me a high five. I freaking love you, dude. And today I'm coming at you guys with a Silent Burning Abyss deck profile. This deck is going to be absolutely amazing. I freaking love this deck. And I actually posted a duel video with this deck the other day, and I got such an amazing response, and I told you guys that if you guys got that video to 200 plus likes, I'll showcase you guys this amazing and phenomenal broken deck profile that I incorporated Silent Swordsman, the new Silent Swordsman support with the Burning Abyss engine. So for those of you who haven't yet seen it yet, I'll put a link like somewhere on the side, like, you know, right next to Yugi's face if you guys can see. I'll put a thumbnail for the rest of the video. There's an annotation there as well. So we just click on the video, you guys can see an in-depth duel video of that of this deck profile. It was absolutely amazing. You drop like Beatrice and Silent Swordsman level 7, you actually win the game. So it's absolutely phenomenal. So here's the deck list right in front of you guys. For those of you who do not want to watch this deck profile or listen to my explanations, you guys don't have to watch this video. Just look at the deck list. The deck list is right in front of you guys. I provided you guys with the deck list of this deck. And I'll read you guys all the names because I know some of you guys have trouble reading the names off the screen, but you know what, I'll make it as convenient as possible for you guys. So I'll go through all the cards, name and things like that, and what to play in the deck, and some card choices you guys can also play in the deck as well. And I'll kind of do like an in-depth deck profile on this one, but it's not going to be too long. I'll just showcase you guys the basic steps you can do to make this deck very, very competitive. So, you know what? I'm loving this deck already. If Burning Abyss does not get touched on the next ban list, I'm definitely going to pick up these cards and definitely play it for myself. So, without further ado, let's go on into this amazing Silent Swordsman Burning Abyss deck profile. Monsters, you want to play triple Silent Swordsman level 7 and triple Silent Swordsman, and these are the new engine that's incorporated into Burning Abyss. And I figured out that this engine works best with Burning Abyss because you got this card right here, Silent Sword. Silent Sword has an amazing effect where you can banish this card from your graveyard to search a Silent Swordsman monster from your deck to your hand. So it's absolutely amazing. So basically, let me explain to you guys what Silent Swordsman level 7 and what Silent Swordsman do in the Burning Abyss and what they do to contribute in making this deck 100 times more broken. So basically, Silent Swordsman level 7 is that its effect is that this card cannot be normal summon or set. This card cannot be special summon except by the effect of Silent Swordsman level 5. As long as this card remains face up on the field, negate the effects of all spell cards on the field. So by reading this effect, you guys can already tell this card is like an anti-spell for against the deck. It makes all the spell cards effect on the field negated. So that you know, that means that this card can negate Problematic Twin Twisters, it can negate Problematic Regeki, basically negate Pantheism, Stormforth, any problematic cards you're facing against, this card basically deals with. So this card is absolutely phenomenal. And next, you guys are probably wondering, Sam, this card says that this card cannot be special summoned except by the effect of Silent Swords at level 5. As you can see by the deck list, I have no Silent Swords at level 5 in the deck at all. That's when Silent Swordsman come into play. So this card's effect is that it cannot be normal summon or set, must be special summoned from your hand by tributing one warrior monster, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn during the standby phase, this card gains 500 attack. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can negate the activation. So already, I'm loving the effect already because it's a first turn, kind of like a Sheen negation. So during either player's turn, it can negate a spell card, which is very, very amazing. So once I heard of this card's release, I've immediately thought about Six Samurai. So loving this card already itself. If this card is destroyed by battle, this is when the most important effect comes in. This is how you tutor out the level 7. If this card is destroyed by battle or by your opponent's card effect, you can special summon one Silent Swordsman monster from your hand or deck, except for Silent Swordsman, ignoring its summoning condition. So by reading the effect already, you don't have to have a level 5 in the deck to bring out this card. All you have to do is basically make this card destroyed by battle or by card effect, and you get to automatically tutor out a Silent Swords at level 7 directly from the deck. So it's absolutely amazing. So, you know, these two cards combo off really well together. And the reason why I decided to incorporate the Silent Swordsman engine into the deck, into the Burning Abyss deck, is because Dante, if you guys didn't know, Dante is a warrior monster. And to special summon this card from your hand, you must control a warrior type monster on the field. So all you gotta do is either mill one of these cards to the graveyard or draw a Rhoda, or draw this card, and you have access into Silent Swordsman first turn if you open up into a Dante. So which is absolutely amazing. And of course, if you guys don't know what Dante's effect is, once it's sent to the graveyard, you get to add a Burning Abyss monster from your graveyard to your hand. So you know what? Once you tribute for Silent Swordsman, to special summon Silent Swordsman by tributing a warrior monster. So if you tribute a Dante will get to add a Burning Abyss monster from your graveyard right back into your hand. So this card basically generates more advantage, especially comboing off with Dante. So a combo that you guys can do is definitely, if you have a Dante on the board, and let's say you have Dante on the board, let's say you go first turn, speed toward Terra Top, you go into attack a Tomborg, go into Dante happens to mill here, happen to mill, let's say, happens to mill a Seer and another Burning Abyss monster. Doesn't really matter. So let's say that, what is it? You Specialman Dante, you mill 3 cards. Let's say one of the cards you milled is a Burning Abyss monster, and a Seer. So what you can do at this point, or even better, if you have a Seer in your hand, or any other monster to tutor out Seer, what you can do at this point is that you can Specialman Silent Swordsman over the Terror Top and Dante. Dante will go to the graveyard. Dante effect will activate and add the Seer back from a graveyard to your hand. Let's say you already have a Seer in your graveyard, okay? What you want to do next is you want to normal summon Seer, bring out Dante. So that at this point you have a Silent Swordsman and a Dante on the board. Then you ditch Burning Abyss monster from your hand to the graveyard to overlay your Dante into a Beatrice. So already first turn, you have a first turn spell negation during either player's turn, so that means that you can negate problematic Regeki, problematic Twin Twisters, and a lot of problematic cards that you don't want to face against. And then you have a Beatrice to dump Farfar to the graveyard to basically block any monsters from destroying your Silent Swordsman by battle or anything. So basically, the first turn combo that you want to do first turn is go first turn Silent Swordsman with the Beatrice. Once Silent Swordsman die, you bring out Silent Swordsman level 7, and next turn you can essentially make a double Beatrice next turn because you can even dump, activate Beatrice effect, send Dante to the graveyard, ditch Seer to the grave. Dante effect activates, bring a Burning Abyss card from your graveyard to your hand, and then Seer effect is going to activate, Specialman Dante. Next turn, you draw for turn, overlay your other Dante with no materials into a Beatrice. So that means you have a double Beatrice on board, and if your Silent Swordsman were to get destroyed, you would have a level 7 on board as well. So that's a pretty amazing board, especially opening up with double Beatrice and Silent Swordsman level 7 is just absolutely phenomenal. So that's why these cards really work really well with each other in the deck, is because Silent Swordsman is a level 4, so that means it's searchable off reinforcing the army, and it's a warrior type monster, which you know, contributes a lot of synergy with Dante of the Burning Abyss. So that's pretty much it for the Silent Swordsman engine of the deck. You must play the 3 elves. The reason why I want to play 3 Silent Swordsman is because you don't want to play one copy, because if you mill the Silent Swordsman, you basically have no more targets in the deck. As long as this card is in the deck or in your hand, you're pretty much set to activate Silent Swordsman effect, especially with this card from your hand or deck, which is very, very good. If this card can tutor out Silent Swordsman from the graveyard, that would have been absolutely busted. So that's why I decided to play triple copy Silent Swordsman. And this card, in my personal opinion, is not really dead because you have fodder for, you know, Twin Twisters and things like that. And, you know, once you open up Silent Swordsman and you have this in your hand, you know, it's not dead. So the 3 Silent Swordsman and the 3 Silent Sword, so triple Silent Swordsman and triple Silent Swordsman level 7 in the deck is definitely crucial. Let's go up to the basic Burning Abyss aspect. This is like a pure Burning Abyss deck with the Silent Swordsman engine. So you got double Seer, very amazing. Seer is your best friend in the deck. He's the best card in your deck. Let me show you right now. Aside from Dante and Silent Swordsman and Silent Swordsman level 7, Seer is your best card. You know, double Rhino. Rhino is your basically you're playing 4 Seers in the deck. So double Rhino, 1 Cow Cab, 1 Libic, triple Terror Top. You open up Terror Top and Silent Swordsman, you win the game, legit. 1 Alec. Alec is a very underrated card. I feel like Alec is very, very strong in this format, especially against Monarchs. Double Farfar. Farfar is very amazing, as I said before. Silent Swordsman, level 7, or Silent Swordsman on the board. With a with a Beatrice on the board, basically makes your opponent locked down from activating spells, and you have basically a monster banisher during either player's turn by sending Farfar to the grave, which is absolutely phenomenal. 1 Graph, 1 Tour Guide, very amazing. You open up Tour Guide, Silent Swordsman, basically the same thing. So the best probably combo is basically Tour Guide and Silent Swordsman. So you go to Tour Guide into Seer, go into Dante. Dante is very important to detach a Tour Guide. Attach Tour Guide, mill 3 cards. You know, special summon Silent Swordsman by tributing off the Dante. Dante will get to add back a Seer, and Seer will activate, and Seer will special summon back to Dante. Now you have a Silent Swordsman with the Dante on board. Ditch the Seer or whatever Burning Abyss monster you want to mill to the graveyard. Overlay it for a Beatrice, and then you have first turn Silent Swordsman, Beatrice. He dies. You tutor out this bad boy right there. So 1 Tour Guide, best monster in the deck. Triple Scarm, Self-Explanatory, 1 Target on board. I don't think 1 is necessary. If I have 1 in my hand, I can use the other Terror Tops for free Cyber Dragons of the deck, which is very, very amazing. Triple Maxi, screw the meta. I hate PK Fire. I hate a lot of, you know, decks that special summon. So you want to maximize Maxi. 1 Reinforce of the Army. Triple Silent Sword. This card is phenomenal. I thought about incorporating Silent Sword and the Silent Swordsman engine into Burning Abyss because this deck has such an amazing build engine. I want to see this card in my graveyard controller as much as possible. And by the way, guys, a lot of people are saying, Sam, you can't activate Silent Sword while Silent Swords and level 7s on the field. You can't activate any spells. But no, Silent Sword's effect is that this card's effect cannot be negated. So that means that, you know, Silent Sword's level 7 effect does not target this card at all. So you can still activate a Silent Sword while you have a Silent Sword's level 7 on the field, which is very, very nice. And next we're going to play double Twin Twister and double Econ. Econ is very amazing, especially against Mirror Match, especially against the Monarch matchup as well. Econ, it's just phenomenal. You get Econ for the Dark Law, you know, tribute the Dark Law for Silent Swordsman, and it's pretty much hilarious. Double Twin Twister. You want to minimize yourself on playing as much spell cards as possible, because the only spell cards that are live in the deck is basically triple Silent Sword when you have a level 7 on the board. But anyways, Twin Twister is very good at clearing back row. Emerge, I was gonna say emergency card, but enemy controller is very amazing as well, because it can stop your opponent from OTKing. It can basically, you know, take control of your opponent's monster and attack him for game, which is very, very nice as well. Next, off to our trap lineup. Trap lineup is very self-explanatory and it's very up to personal preference, but this is what I play. I do play double Karma Cut. Double Karma Cut is very good because I have a lot of discard fodder in my hand. I have, you know, if I have Dead Silent Swords level 7 in my hand, I can use this as discard fodder. I have Seer, I have Rhino, I have all these cards to use as discard fodder for Karma Cut. This card is very, very good. The only thing that this card is not good against is against the Kazo matchup. But regardless, this can basically stop their pilots and things like that if they don't have a Dark Destroyer in hand. Maybe the most important part in Cosmo is end phasing, what is it called? End phasing the tin can, so you can go, you know, Karma Cut, ditch a card, banish tin can, which is very, very nice. And next we're gonna play double Solemn Strike and one Solemn Warning. I love monster negations in the deck. Monster summon negations is very, very important in this deck, I feel. It's because the only thing you lose to is, in this deck, is trap cards, and you know, the only thing you lose to is bigger monsters. And the only thing that, you know, stops your opponent from going through that is Solemn Strike and Solemn Warning, and you also got enemy controller as well to stop that from happening. And the really good thing about Silent Sword, let me go back to Silent Sword for a sec. Silent Sword is very amazing because essentially if you go double Silent Sword, he makes his bad boy gain 3,000 attack. So this card becomes 5,600 beater on board, which is, no, 5,800 beater on board. Sorry, my mistake, which is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know what monsters can get rid of this card. The only way that you can actually beat this card is through back row, but if you activate Silent Sword's effect and you're trying to go Silent Swordsman for game, they can't even activate anything, is because, you know, Silent Sword's effect is that this turn, your monster that you targeted is unaffected by your opponent's card effect until the end of this turn. So the card is like a Forbidden Lance and a attack booster built in one. So this card is absolutely phenomenal. And the really good thing about this card is that it's not like one of those cards like Breakthrough Skill, you know, where, you know, you have to wait a turn to when you activate it to banish it. Once this card is in the graveyard, you can banish it and add any freaking Silent Swordsman monster for your deck to your hand at any time. So Silent Sword is just absolutely phenomenal for the same purpose that you can use both of their effects in one turn, which is very, very nice. So this is pretty much it for the main deck of the main deck. Make sure you guys try this out and let me know how it worked out for you. You know what? I actually sent this deck list to a lot of my friends, and it actually they're loving the deck list, and you know, a lot of people want to see this deck profile. So here it is, the deck profile. I just really hope you guys enjoy. Let's go over to the action deck real quick. You want to play double program? You do. I find myself going to a triple Beatrice a lot. If you guys haven't seen me yet, go into a triple Beatrice with a Silent Swords and level 7 on board. Make sure you guys click that video right here. Just do it. Just watch the entire video. It's very entertaining and it's very informative as well. Next, we're gonna play one Virgil. No Rubik in this deck because Rubik sucks in my personal opinion. One Flare Metal, I barely go into this card. I actually might want to cut this card. You guys can cut out this card for any other card that you guys want to play. But just for that situation where if I actually tutor out triple Silent Swords at level 7 and, you know, go into Flare Metal, that's pretty much game from there. So, yeah, so Silent Sword, Red Eye Flare Metal is just there for the tech. So next one, I'm playing triple Beatrice. I find myself going to this this card a lot because I am playing a Pure Burning Abyss with a mini Silent Swordsman engine, which is very nice. One Break Sword, one Grand Pulse, one Levier, one Engineer, triple Dante, and one F-Zero to round off my deck. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here's the deck profile that you guys have all been waiting for. You know what? You guys gave me such an amazing response on the video, so I obviously have to do the deck profile for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give this video 100+ likes. Sometimes, you know what, let's aim it for 200+ likes because, you know what, it really means a lot to me. Liking shows me that you guys care about my videos and you guys want to see more content like this. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys give this video 200+ likes. That will mean a lot to me. If you guys haven't yet seen the dual video, this whole entire thumbnail thing is right there. So make sure you click that video, guys, and watch the dual video. I'm telling you right now, you guys will not be disappointed. And this is Sam from Team Sam signing out. Peace. Have a wonderful day. Love one another. Don't hate, just appreciate. I'm saying all the most cliches thing in the entire world, but it's true. Love each other. Don't hate on one another. Have fun. Enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't make this community toxic. Just, you know what? Have fun. You know what I mean? Smile at people. Tell somebody that they're beautiful today. Tell your mom that she's beautiful. Tell your mom that her food is good. Tell your girlfriend that she's beautiful. Tell your brother that he's cool. Just basically be positive and have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, and I'm annoying, and yeah, peace out. Peace.